Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Zoomin with the Boys, episode 45. We're going to be talking about the Super Bowl today between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams. We got Jordan, we got Ryan, and we got myself, the faces of Potty Sports. Just a splendid fucking vibe here tonight. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing great.
Better than you, it sounds like.
What do you mean, man? I'm over the fucking hill.
The vibe just went from about 0 to 100 in the snap of
Just in
a press and record
snap.
button.
It's like a fucking Thanos snap.
Let's go. I mean, you got to be hyped when Ryan pulls the vest out for the Super Bowl, Epi.
Best day, baby.
Best day. All right. As we said before, fucking 25 seconds ago, the Super Bowl consists of the Cincinnati Bengals out of the AFC and the Los Angeles Rams out of the NFC, playing at the Rams home stadium. I think it's called SoFi or whatever the fuck they want to call it. Tough to call. I haven't really done any betting videos in a while, but safe to say I put a good chunk on the Banks to take her home. I put some money on Joe. I got confidence that they can swing it. I guess keys to success. I guess we'll go over that right now.
Our own little Romo report.
Yeah, our own little Romo report.
Shout out Romo. Love you.
Not really, but
Yep. I personally think Cincinnati needs to score on the first drive. I think if they win the toss, they fucking take the ball right away, put points up on the board right away, fucking pull their deck out and say we're here. Obviously Cincinnati's the fucking underdogs in this game. It's a 4.5 point spread. Los Angeles is more of a complete team on paper. I think everybody knows that, especially with the acquisitions they made at trade deadline. Von Miller, Odell Beckham Jr. I mean, a lot more firepower offensively and defensively. So, yeah, I just say fucking Cincy comes right off the bat, guns are fucking blazing, kind of stun the fucking Rams. And if they can put a fucking TD on the board right off the bat, that's going to I think that'll shape the game a lot more than people will think.
Oh yeah, the Rams definitely have a better team on paper, no doubt about it. Offensive and defensive wise, like they're stacked on both sides. But it's one thing that the Rams don't have, and that's fucking Joey Burrow. So
yeah,
that guy's been proving everyone wrong. So
they're just absolutely stacked everywhere on paper. Whereas Cincinnati's just got a wicked offense. So yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Rams because just a well-rounded, disgusting team. But I'm not gonna be surprised if Cincy wins. I'm also not gonna cheer for Cincy as a Steelers fan. So
that's true.
Joe Burrow is probably one of my favorite quarterbacks, so I'm taking him because I didn't think he was gonna get this far, and he's just been taking it. Took out the top seed, took out fucking Patty Mahomes, like. I can't
even believe he's there, really.
Can't believe he's there, straight up. And,
especially after the leg injury last year.
Yeah. Comeback player of the year, in my opinion, and going with him. Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, the smart decision is to bet on the Rams or take the Rams to win it. It's just it's just both sides of the ball. It's just a completely different story than Cincy. Cincy's defense has improved quite a bit from last year and even halfway through the fucking season. But I mean, you got Cooper Kupp, you got Odell Beckham Jr., you got Matt Stafford. It just a lot to deal with for a Cincy team, a Cincy defense that's still. I don't think they're molded to complement the offense. The offense is just a lot more lopsided in talent than the defense, but that takes years, takes free agency acquisitions, going through the draft, finding diamonds in the rough. So, but yeah, I still have faith in Joey. Maybe he can pull one more trick out of his fucking hat and take the Rams at home, which is going to be really fucking tough. Another Super Bowl at home. Last year we had the Tampa Bay Bucks hosting. I don't even know who the fuck were they hosting, the Chiefs.
Yep.
Yeah. At home in Tampa. So back-to-back years that this is happening, it's kind of starting to look away. So
I'll tell you one thing that the Bengals can't do is what they did against Tennessee and let Joe Burrow get sacked 9 fucking times, because like guaranteed they're not going to win the game this time if he gets sacked that many times. They got fucking dirt lucky against the fucking Titans. So.
Oh, and he'll be dropping the ball if he gets fucking sacked that many times. I'll tell you that. There'll be a couple fumbles, especially with the big boys up front.
Yeah, Von Miller and Aaron Donald fucking running at you. That's a little different story. So
yeah.
The Rams just always kind of been like a winning franchise, where since he's just notoriously always sucked. So this is like a still new thing to them. So I don't have much faith in them. I'm not surprised they made it this far, but I don't think they get the job done here. Like
crazy, they got all the cap space in the world too to work with, and they're in the fucking Super Bowl. Like
the Rams have almost never been bad franchise, and since he doesn't even have a Super Bowl, so it's tough. They're used to sucking, much like the Cleveland Browns. So
yeah, the Rams aren't one of those franchises that goes from hot to absolute fucking steaming piss garbage. Like if they have an off year, they're still mid team.
Yeah,
in the league.
They're like the Steelers, and just like even when they suck, they're still a 500 team. So
at least,
yeah. So since he sucks, since he's like a 2 and fucking whatever team, so it's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough. Back to the PMS report. I think the Rams defense needs to lock down Jamar Chase. Definitely double him. I know that Joe still has like Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, shit like that, but I mean the Jamar Joe show is the reason why they're even in the fucking Super Bowl. That's rookie of the year right there. You can't let him make big plays, whether you have to fucking man him one and then zone over top, or double man and just suffocate him. I don't see double man working. The smarter play for the secondary of the Los Angeles Rams is to man him up with Jalen Ramsey and then have a safety over the top, just playing zone, just to, if Jamar breaks off, because Jalen throughout these playoffs has been getting burned quite a fucking bit. So just to kind of be a fire extinguisher, kind of need a safety over the top just to cut that big play down. If Jamar breaks off of Ramsey, and I mean, you can turn a 25-yard play into a 15-yard play. That's kind of the goal there. I think they also need to neutralize the run. I don't think that's going to be as big of a deal as locking down Jamar Chase, because I mean, you have Aaron Donald on the fucking line, and then you got Von Miller right over top of him, who you can send on a blitz any fucking given day, and he's going to be there. So I know Von's getting up there in age. He's not going to say he's one of the best fucking linebackers in the league, but he's got experience, and he's still a very solid linebacker at his age. So that's a key for Rams success. Your defense got to fucking show up here. I think the Rams defense wins the game for them.
Yeah, it's like who's, and then Rams going offense. It's like, who the fuck's gonna guard Cooper Kupp and Odell, and then you got fucking Van Jefferson or whatever too. Like,
that's very true.
Like, fuck, man, no one on the Bengals is covering Cooper Kupp. Like, guys,
these are some quarterback wide receiver duos. I'll tell you, Burrow and Chase and fucking Stafford and Kupp. That's like that's gonna be a wild game.
Stafford has more than like just Kupp. He's got like fucking 3 number 1 options almost. Like, Van Jefferson is just as fucking good as Odell, in my opinion. But
yeah,
they throw Odell in the slot, and they can do a lot with him. They can put him on the outside. They can really do whatever they want. They can throw Kupp in the fucking slot like they did against the Bucks. And I mean, you don't even have to run a slant with the guy. The guy just fucking runs a wheel route up the fucking middle of the field, and he's gone.
He has a lot of fucking yards after the catch too, like a lot. Like, I'm pretty sure that's first in the league too.
Hopefully, since he doesn't do what Tampa did and fucking double up Cooper or Van Jefferson all game and let Cooper Kupp run wherever the fuck he wants to go. So
yeah, I think you put more pressure on Cooper Kupp, and I mean, kind of rolled the dice on the other guys making the plays.
Yeah.
Odell is, I mean, he ever since he came to the LA Rams, he's kind of improved a lot compared to what he was in Cleveland. I mean, you can blame a lot of that on Baker Mayfield, but at the same time, the guy used to play with Eli Manning, had a fucking crazy first 2 years in the league, and then just fucking drifted away. So, I mean, I still am under the belief that Odell Beckham is extremely overrated. Is he a solid choice? A third option? Yeah, absolutely. He can still make superstar caliber plays, but I mean, I'm still under the assumption that guy is a huge fucking overrated fucking player.
Yeah.
I mean, they were preaching this guy is going to be the next fucking Randy Moss, Terrell Owens caliber fucking wide receiver when he came into the league. And boy, has he not shown up to that fucking level.
No, he's not. No one's really on Randy Moss's level, in my opinion.
I know, two fucking very big shoes to fill, but I mean, this again goes back to the Patrick Mahomes GOAT conversation. These guys got a lot of fucking years and a lot of shit to put on the table before they can fucking enter that door. And the way the media tries to spin that shit and he's the GOAT. Oh my God, Odell Beckham's having a fucking first 2 seasons are fucking Randy Moss-esque. Okay, what's he gonna do the next 3 or 4 seasons? Nothing. And then he's going to rot in Cleveland, whine and complain, and then get fucking traded to the LA Rams that are going to the fucking Super Bowl. Come on. And it's not to do with any of Odell's success. It is to do with Cooper Kupp, who is the leading receiver in yards this year, and Matthew Stafford utilizing Cooper Kupp and that defense. So
yeah, it's I think the reason why like Odell's actually like succeeding with the Rams too, it's because I think he knows now that he's not that number one option on the team. Whereas every other team he was on, he thought he was like basically the top shit on the team, which he kind of was. But I think he's actually like accepted that he's not the number one guy on this team anymore. And I think that's why it's working out a little better for him this time around.
In Cleveland, the media tried to spin Odell as like the top receiver and make this Cinderella type story with Baker Mayfield and a young quarterback and Odell Beckham Jr. It's not the case. Jarvis Landry was the best receiver for the Cleveland Browns until he was stricken by injuries multiple seasons. But
I feel like Odell's fucking career just went down the hill in Cleveland, as the many careers go downhill in Cleveland. But I mean, it's just setting himself up for failure. I would have. Why wouldn't you just stay on the Giants? Like, do you want to go from? What are you really gaining from going to Cleveland? So, I think he's still up there. There's just about a list of 10 other guys I'd put ahead of him at least right now.
Definitely,
he's definitely a second option on almost any team, but second option is not number one.
Yeah.
Last note I got on the PMS report, aka the fucking Romo report. It's more of a question. Is Stafford going to feed the ball to fucking Cooper Kupp, or is he going to use his second and third options and then utilize Cooper Kupp for the big plays? Like, is he just going to fucking overuse him to the point where the Cincinnati Bengals have to adapt and double cover fucking Cooper Kupp? And then I'm not saying neutralize his talent, because he's still going to make fucking big plays. It's just those 20-yard plays where will turn into 10 or 15. Are you feeding him for fucking 10, 15 receptions for the Super Bowl, or is he going to get 6 or 7 for 175, 200 fucking yards? I don't know. I don't know what the game plan is for Stafford and Sean McVay and the LA Rams offense.
Yeah, I think it all depends on really what the Bengals bring out on beat. Like, if they're going to double Cooper Kupp, I think they're just going to go to Odell and Van Jefferson for a bit. But there's no way they're not going to go to Cooper Kupp. Like,
he's getting catches.
He finds a way to get open, and even if he's catching the ball fucking behind the line, he's still turning it into fucking 10, 15 yards, like you said, because he's got the most like yards after catch, I'm pretty sure, in the NFL as well. Mm-hmm. So I think no matter what they do, no one is actually going to take away like Cooper Kupp's ability to do what he does. But same time, he's got 2 other options that are like fucking top talent in the league. So it's whatever the Bengals, I think, throw at them really on D.
I think Odell's getting the deep balls, and Cooper Kupp's getting every third down ball that's over 7-8 yards.
Yeah, he doesn't drop.
It's going to be 15-yard passes to Cooper Kupp, which turns into 25 after the catch and run, because it's Cooper Kupp.
They also got fucking their tight end there, T. Higgins, or whatever his name is.
Higbee?
Or Tyler Higbee. Sorry, Tyler Higbee. Yeah, and he's a great tight end too. Like, that's another guy that doesn't really drop the ball much. So like they really have 4 fucking options. The Rams, like they're stacked, man. So
Yeah, I would call it a safe bet to put your money on the Rams. It's more of a gamble to put it on.
Money's already
Cincy.
been placed.
Your money, you get paid better anyway on Cincy. So I don't even think it would be. I don't know if it'd be worth it for you to bet on the Rams, but it would be a lot safer for sure.
Yeah,
it's all about rolling the dice, baby. I want that underdog.
They do
story.
call it gambling, so
You're goddamn right. Who has the most pressure to win the Super Bowl? LA Rams or Cincinnati Bengals? Obviously, I think this is a pretty straightforward. I don't think so. I think the LA Rams do. No one expected Cincy to be in the Super Bowl. So, I mean, if they lose this, it's kind of like Joe Burrow's second fucking year in the league. Brush it off his fucking shoulders. I mean, no one expected you to get past the Chiefs or the fucking Titans. You were supposed to be a divisional round bounce out. At the beginning of the season, no one even predicted you guys making the fucking playoffs. So, or even being second in your fucking division, let alone winning your AFC North division. So, I mean, if Cincy loses this, I personally think there's no pressure whatsoever. It's just kind of brush it off, get ready for next year. If the LA Rams somehow fucking lose this game, I mean, you put together a fucking all-star caliber lineup and you fall short to the Bengals. I think there's more pressure on the Rams to win this game than the Cincinnati Bengals.
I don't know expectations and just overall like pressure on who should win. I think it goes to Cincy because he got a whole nation behind Burrow. Everybody wants to see Burrow win. I've never seen so many people be behind one guy.
That's true.
And that's where the pressure comes in. Sure, the Rams are expected to go far with that lineup, but I don't know. I don't think losing in the Super Bowl is not terrible. That's for sure. It's not ideal, but if you get to the Super Bowl, you know you did a lot of things right. So I think even if the Rams lose, they don't change much. And a lot of the pressure goes on to Joe Burrow, second year in the league. Everybody in the world wants that kid to win. He knows it. So if I was that kid, stay the fuck off social media.
Oh, buddy, you know he's gonna have a fucking drippy drip Instagram pic on Sunday.
If it's icy, like he's gonna win. Like it depends how icy the pre-game pick's gonna be.
I think the JB9 chain comes out again. I think the Cartier lenses come out again, and wow.
I might have to buy a pair if he wins. I hate the Bengals, but I like that guy. So
I do think the Rams are definitely. I think the Rams have more pressure because, like you said, they're the fucking superstar lineup. No one really expected the Bengals to be there, and Matt Stafford's going on his 13th season.
That's true.
The whole reason they really brought him in is fucking to win a Super Bowl, basically, because his talent was kind of getting wasted in Detroit. So I think the more pressure's on Stafford getting up there and still not having that Super Bowl ring. So I think he's going to feel a little more Joey Burrow, who's, like you said, second year in the league, and he didn't really play that much in his first year. So,
you think if the Rams lose, they're trading for they're getting what's his name back, trading Stafford for Goff. Doing the old reversal,
absolutely
bringing Goff back.
I think it'll be a lot more disappointing if the Rams lose than if the Bengals lose. I think the Rams are the expected favorite here, and I mean. The shit that they put together even at the before the trade deadline, before the fucking season started, really, they kept their core guys, built around them, and brought Stafford in. I mean, I don't think you shake the tree after a Super Bowl. No. I mean, the Chiefs shake the fucking tree last year, but they needed to this season because they had no fucking O-line, and then they showed up to Tampa, and Tampa literally fucking D-line ran right through that fucking wall like it was a piece of fucking paper, and had Patrick Mahomes running around the whole fucking field like a chicken with his head cut off.
He did, yeah.
So I mean, they didn't fail on that. They brought in a couple really good fucking O-linemen. I think Orlando Brown they brought in. So yeah, I personally don't think you really shake the tree up too much in LA, even win or lose. You're gonna want all these guys back next year, especially with Tom out too, and potentially Aaron and fucking Devontae moving to either the AFC or separate fucking teams. I mean, NFC's wide fucking open.
Yeah, the NFC is interesting with Kamara's arrest, and who knows when he'll be back.
Yeah.
Dom gone. It's a lot of.
Aaron Donald wants that ring too. Odell really wants that ring. It's the only thing they're really missing in their careers. So I think there is a lot of pressure on them to get it because Aaron Donald's been one of the best for fucking how long now.
Yeah, but this is also the best Cincy team that they've probably ever seen. Anybody that's still alive in that fan base.
Yeah.
This is the best Cincy team they've ever seen. I don't know how much longer they want to wait for their ring because I don't know. I think they've been to one Super Bowl, never won. There's a lot of old ass because most of their fan base is fucking old until this year, but we're not going to count this year fans.
That's true. But at the same time, like, no,
it's both ways.
Their fan base really expected them to go to the Super Bowl at all this year.
No, but once you get there, the expectations all of a sudden change. But no, there's both. It's on both. It's going to be a fucking wild game.
Oh, it's going to be fucking good. Yeah, both teams are coming in guns a-blazing, and they're giving it their fucking all. So. Yeah.
Oh, other breaking news: Kyler Murray deleted everything Cardinals-esque off his Instagram, unfollowed them off everything. I think he's out of there.
He's coming to Pitts.
He got drafted the year before Tua, which means I think that's the 3-year rookie contract that would have been up. Yeah, I think he's signing with another team.
What a good year to have a bunch of money and look for a quarterback.
Isn't that right, Ryan?
Because it was not looking good with Jimmy G and Deshaun Watson being the only options there for a while. So that was actually seeing that happen was spark up my ass. I'll tell you that because it was either we're drafting this is not a good QB class for drafts, and Deshaun Watson and Jimmy G was our only thing. Sure, Deshaun would be great, but like
Kyler Murray left a couple pictures on his Instagram with Green Bay Packers coaches. I don't know if that's a little hint there or not, but
it'll be interesting to see in a month when Aaron comes out and says what he's going to do, because that's definitely happening before the draft.
Yep.
I believe the draft will be in when was it last year? Early April? Late March, some shit like that. Like there's no real fucking layover time. Like they get right into the fucking off season, get all the big business done, fucking big free agency signings, big trades, big draft shit, and then it goes quiet. Everyone does training camp until fucking from May until around August, and then boom, we're back. Football's back.
I'm not watching that draft with you, am I? Never again. This guy wouldn't even shake my hand after the Najee Harris draft.
never gotten over that.
Oh, man, that was brutal.
I personally don't think this draft's going to be as exciting. Especially for myself. I think the Dolphins probably have the 26th pick or some shit because we traded with the San Francisco 49ers. So, and we only have one first round pick this year. Not really too excited. I mean, I guess since we're doing other news, the Miami Dolphins have hired the big sexy Mike McFucking-Daniel as the new head coach. Cannot fucking wait. Guy was on the PJ on FaceTime with Tua. I mean, Tua's the guy. I mean, it's established now, and I can't wait to see what Mike fucking does to shake up the organization, who he brings in for coordinators. And I mean, it's a Mike McDaniel team, so we need a fucking running back and a running game now. So that's just a fucking guarantee. And we got money to spend, just like the fucking Steelers. So I think we're going to get big running back and another vertical threat in free agency and an O-line. So
are you talking about multicultural Mike McDaniels here? The second black head coach in the league as
fucking
per
right,
NFL?
baby. Fucking right. His pops is black.
Joins Mike Tomlin as the only other black coach in the league. I'm not sure how I feel on this one.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I kind of called the Mike McDaniel hiring maybe 3 weeks ago. I mean, even during the Jim Harbaugh bullshit, Jim kind of just dipped his toes into the fucking river and said, well, it's kind of cold, so I'm out. I'm going back to Michigan. I personally expected him to do that. But yeah, we'll get into the Finns off-season talk here in a couple weeks after the Super Bowl and after we take a little football break. We put up a poll on Twitter. Who do you got to win it all? 52% of the 25 votes picked the Cincinnati Bengals. So, I mean, our PMS Twitter community is thinking Bengals are going to win it all. I don't know if there were some bot accounts that fucking voted in that or what, but I'm liking the result.
I actually influenced the results. I picked the Bengals, even though I didn't think that. I was very drunk. I remember that, but
so it was an accidental click.
So we could take a little percent off there, but
well, it could have been 50-50 then if it was the one vote, 52-48, sitting right now.
You just did.
I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I like to drink.
Man. You made it 52 and it could have been 50-50.
Yeah, that was a surprising poll. It's a lot of votes for Cincinnati. That's a lot of confidence in the Bengals.
Yeah.
I think it's more Joey Burrow than the actual Bengals. But
I think that's kind of what people are stuck on. Everyone's thinking Joe Burrow, and forget though. There's the rest of the Cincinnati Bengals team. Defense still developing, so
defense is crashed technically, but
yeah.
I got a shout out or reply on the poll too before we get into the halftime show. Brian J. Ejic Jr. or I don't even know what your fucking ad is. One sec. Blige Jr. replied to the poll about the Super Bowl saying, I vote the NFC North in the Pro Bowl. And I quickly replied, big shootout between Kirk Cousins and Justin Fields. Obvious mistake. I mean, what are we going to have the whole NFC team be all NFC North players between the Green Bay Packers, Chicago Bears, Detroit Lions, and the Minnesota Vikings? 3 of those 4 teams are absolute fucking trash.
And then the 4th one is a choke artist in any pinnacle moment. So
and they're losing their quarterback and their number 1 receiver in the offseason too.
What a division, man. What an electric. Good call, BJ. Good call, BJ. The Pro Bowl is electric too.
I watched a bit of it and it's a fucking joke. I saw Micah Parsons sack Patrick Mahomes and he tackled the guy and everyone looked at him like he was fucking crazy. Oh, we're playing fucking 2-hand touch. What the fuck are you doing tackling people? I mean, it's still fucking football, man. Like, if you're going to take tackling out of the Pro Bowl, don't even fucking do it. Like,
yeah,
still
really.
Fucking football. None of them are playing in the fucking Super Bowl the following week. Like, they're never playing again until fucking next season.
It's pretty sad when the NBA All-Star game is more competitive.
Like, holy fuck. Like, fucking guy sacks Patrick Mahomes and everyone looks at him like he's a fucking nutcase. Like, no, he's just fucking playing football like it's fucking supposed to be played.
Did you see the Mac Jones
All-Star game is more intense than that?
Oh, fucking probably, man. Jesus Christ, what a joke it is.
Did you see the Mac Jones 60-yard run where people just stuck their arm out and he just kind of weaved through everybody and then hit the gritty in the end zone? Like his first rushing touchdown ever.
Yeah, I didn't really have a choice. I had to see it.
For someone to just step up and absolutely fucking Sean Taylor that cunt, but whatever.
We need a Sean Avery of the NFL. We need a menace in the NFL.
Yeah.
We need a menace.
An absolute dirtball.
Somebody who just fucking goes full tilt in that Pro Bowl. Once a couple of guys go start going full tilt.
Yeah, everyone's going to start fucking tackling. Everyone's going to get pissed off. That's the way it fucking should be.
That's all it takes.
Yeah. All right. And I'm pretty sure a lot of those guys don't like each other and put on an act too. Is another thing I noticed. But
well, I don't know if you saw Kyler Murray threw a pick. It was a terrible fucking throw. Threw a pick and then he actually got mad at his receiver for taking the wrong route, even though it was just a terrible throw. That guy's such a little fucking pussy, in my opinion. Oh man, he just seems like a fucking whiner, Kyler Murray.
And like Xavier Howard puts a picture on Instagram of the AFC secondary. And it's just like, oh, so you're trying to tell me you guys are your BFFs with Micah Hyde and JC Jackson and bitter fucking rivals division wise, fucking conference wise. You guys are just BFFs, eh? Okay.
Yeah, but even if you cross like Najee put up one with him and Kamara and it lasted about 10 hours. So I guess you got to be careful of who you put a picture up with nowadays.
Yeah. Halftime show. What are our thoughts? I mean, the weekend was the performing artist last year. I think he only did like a 15 or 20-minute fucking bit, which looking back kind of scares me because this year this fucking puppy is gonna have to be an hour straight up to fit all these fucking big boys in and the queen herself. Yeah, it better be a fucking hour long because I'm here for a goddamn concert.
Me too. And I guess they added a couple deaf singers into the halftime show too. That's what I just fucking saw.
Added some what?
2 deaf singers into the halftime show.
How do they know they sound good?
Man, come on.
A real question. You know, I know, like right. Deaf. They're deaf. They're deaf, or are they sign?
Are you sure this wasn't a troll tweet that you saw or something like that?
No, I'm pretty sure it's actually like on Instagram, like on the Sports Center thing.
Are they just gonna make background noises and then turn their mic down while like Snoop raps, or
maybe
they're gonna
like they can still scream and shit, but I don't think they can make out words like when you're deaf.
Okay, well,
you can't hear yourself talk.
That's not every deaf person, but a large majority is like that.
Boy, maybe they're only deaf in one ear.
Okay, we're cutting this part out.
Like, do we need to?
I'm not fucking cutting this out. I'm not cutting this out. Back to the main fucking news here. Eminem, Dr. Dre, Kendrick Lamar, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, and a couple fucking deaf singers are going to be performing at the halftime show. I think it's gonna be fucking lit. I'm excited, man. I'm more excited for the halftime show than the fucking game, to be honest.
I'm really fucking excited.
I'm excited to see what the deaf singers are like now.
Me too.
I'm kind of a little.
And I'm not cutting any of this out.
Well, it's not the only people we'd piss off are the deaf people, but they can't hear it.
Exactly.
Oh,
so we're good.
We're fucking lit.
Cut me out.
What do you guys think about the halftime show? Lit or what?
Yeah, it's gonna be fire. Inevitably, it's gonna be fire. And there's too many big names.
I think it'll be dope. Yeah, I think they're all gonna sing all their old bangers, like the ones they did together, like Still Dre, Forgot About Dre, fucking all that shit. So I think it'll be dope.
I personally think Dre and Snoop start off with old shit from the Chronic, and then they transition into the Chronic 2001, and then M comes out, does a couple fucking tracks. And actually, I personally think Mary J is going to open this up because she's, in no offense, just the weaker of all of these artists. And that's like, she's had a huge fucking career. So it's not to discredit her, but like these are top dogs in rap. So I think Mary J opens it up, and then Dre and Snoop come out, do their old fucking nothing but a G thing type shit. And then transition into Dre and M, and then M can do some shit. And then after that, Kendrick and Dre, and then Kendrick fucking album dropping on Friday or what?
Fucking better be. I'm fucking getting sick of waiting.
I'm sick of fucking waiting too. I think he's dropping a fucking mystery bomb on us on Friday, right before the fucking Super Bowl, and then he's coming out with he'll perform one of his new songs on his album.
There's a way the Super Bowl flops. It's hard to match last year's. The Weeknd's was fucking one of my favorites all time, but
it was good.
The only way this flops this year is that if all these artists come out and play all their new songs within the last 10 years, and then we got a real fucking problem. And I could see the NFL doing that because they like to accommodate to the younger crowd. So hopefully they pay their old bangers. But
I think they do. They gotta play like Still DRE. M's gotta
have to.
M and Dre have to do Forgot About Dre. There's no way that they don't. Kendrick performs Humble or DNA or some shit like that. And if he has an album coming out, I think he's playing one song off that new album. There's just for promo purposes. But like M, Dre, Mary, and Snoop, I mean, they're legends in the game. I think they already know what their fucking heaters are, and they're definitely going to play. It's going to be a fucking absolute party in LA. Anything else?
They've had. Definitely the best lineup they've had.
I think it's the best lineup they've had in a while.
Yeah, Weekend was awesome. It's just too fucking short. Way too short.
That, and I mean, it's not just one legend, it's fucking 5 of them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, I mean, Weekend held his own last year by himself, and it was fucking dope too. So, anything we got to say about the game or anything before we get the fuck out of here? and get canceled?
Nope. I will be pretty drunk
you
for
can
it.
cut- You can cut me out of the death part.
I can't. I'm not editing anything. All right. This has been episode 45 of Zoom with the Boys. Super Bowl. I don't even know what fucking number it is. It's in LA. It's against Cincy. Against fucking the LA Rams. Hosting it at home. SoFi. M. Dre, Kendrick, Snoop, Mary. Halftime show. It's gonna be fucking lit. And 2 deaf people. It's gonna be fucking lit. Hit the bio or hit the description. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Keep up to date with what we're doing. Gonna have one more football episode before we kind of a Super Bowl recap of everything next week. And then we're gonna take a little break from Super Bowl, get right into NBA. And fucking baseball's right around the corner. I mean, me and Rye got to get together. We got to talk about this fucking lockout, and we're praying for a 2022 fucking MLB season. We'll tell you that everyone is. So yeah, keep up to date with what we're doing. Subscribe if you haven't. Comment. Let us know below what you think of the 2 deaf singers performing with all the fucking rap gods. And we're out. Peace.